Did you call bank? I call game.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another installment of our new podcast, Charged to the Game. As always, I'm your host, Rome, and I'm here with the fellas, Big Z and Jay. What's up, fellas?
What's up, what's up?
Hey, same day. Different shit.
No doubt, man. But, no doubt, man. So, I think we're going to switch up gears a little bit. I think last show was a great success. Thank everybody for all the massive support, whether it be DMing us, direct messaging us, calls, everything. We appreciate all the support. As always, be sure to subscribe, leave the 5-star reviews, and, working on the new YouTube page as well. So on that one, be sure to hit the like button and leave comments, concerns, anything like that. But switching gears this time, man. I think we started off with NFL last week. Gonna get into NBA trade deadline. It was a lot happening around the NBA this time around. A lot of new guys, and there's gonna be new uniforms and everything. So I guess with that said, let's jump right into it. So fellas, I mean, a lot of people are going to be, wearing new jerseys, and a lot of teams right now are going to be trying to position themselves for that down the stretch run and get into the playoffs. So what is some of these trades that y'all feeling are some of the top tier ones that's going to help a lot of these teams out?
Yeah, new faces and new places. Came down to the wire, down to the 3:00 deadline. Mm-hmm. Last final trades even went beyond the 3:00 deadline, so things weren't really completely finalized till around, let's say, 4:15 at the end. But things again came through. A lot of big moves. Teams within playoff contention trying to take that next step to become a contender immediately. First thing that came to mind was Chicago making some big moves, getting the All-Star Vucevic from Orlando. That was a big play.
That's a big move. Yeah, I like that sign up for Chicago. Was it Vucevic or whatever the hell his name is?
Yeah, Nikola Vucevic.
Dude's a knockdown shooter. He's a problem. You know what I mean? Like he's one of those European stretch fours, or you can play him at center. Big tall dude, steps out. You got a nice post game, hit threes. He's a matchup nightmare for your centers. Especially the ones that got bad feet. Because he has great ones, he handles the ball well in the post, and he's a great pick and roll player. So I think adding that new addition to a solid Chicago Bulls squad. I mean, Zach LaVine has really stepped his game. He's taken that next step in his game. I know that for the first part of his career, he was known as the high flying dunking dude, and now he's taken that step. He's reminded me a lot of getting down on the block, posting up, fade, and getting to the rim. But yeah, I like the new addition with Vucevic.
Yeah, they are signaling that they're going to build around LaVine. This is basically the Bulls management telling them, this is your team. We are going to surround you with some vets, some guys to play defense. Vucevic had more double-doubles than the whole Bulls team combined this season.
Damn.
And so he's going to bring toughness. He's going to bring points. He's going to bring rebounding. They got rid of that Otto Porter contract, $29 million.
That's a horrible ass contract. He was getting 20 Otto Porter. God damn.
$29 million a year gone to Orlando. So that is addition by subtraction for the Bulls as well. I mean, that's a big move. That's a big boy move, trying to step up and trying to make the playoffs. Right now they are in 11th place, trying to jump into the top 8 to make the playoffs. So it's going to be a big push for the Bulls. And they didn't have to give up Lauri Markkanen, whose name had been mentioned in numerous trade rumors. He didn't have to give up Kobe White. This is a huge move for the Bulls. And they're taking the step. They're kind of giving the signal that we are here to compete.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like you said, I think the Bulls, like you said, they're showing signs of, like you said, they are here to compete. And like you said, they're right on the outside of that playoff race, looking in, trying to make that next step and adding another score, some more firepower, getting rid of that bad contract with Autoport. I think it's a great move, solid move. Yeah, but Jay, what you feeling?
I mean, I agree with the Bulls statement. Besides them being solid, hell no, they're 11th. But I mean, this makes them solid. You don't think they
solid? They all right. They was worse. They was better than what they used to be, right?
Oh no! At one point in time, Bulls was actually in the playoff run.
Yeah,
they drastically fell off a sudden.
Yeah, they had to make a move. They had to make a move. Get an inside presence to give them points, rebounds. It's a big move for them. And then they made some other minor moves. Adding Troy Brown Jr., who'll give them some depth on the bench.
That nigga's some shit.
Yeah.
Troy Brown Jr.?
Yeah, I think Bulls is probably one of my favorite signers.
Daniel Tice from the Celtics, too. So that gives them
he was solid. They got Tice from Celtics?
Yeah, he sure did. So, I think Bulls is setting up. But I think my favorite trade today is Aaron Gordon to Nuggets. I think Nuggets solidified their squad. I'm also a fan of JaVale McGee. He plays defense. He's going to pick up the defense. He's going to pick up the defensive, the lack of defense from Joker. Mm-hmm. I like Aaron Gordon being a traditional four. It makes sense because he'd be beside Michael Porter, which actually plays like a 3 that allows him to play like a 4, really.
Exactly.
And he can take on the tougher assignments because Aaron Gordon is a bigger, stockier guy at the very least. And I think that absolutely works. And like I said, with McGee, they can now defend and shoot threes. They're starting to find some valuable pieces off the bench.
Replacing Plumlee. They should have never let Plumlee go in free agency. So now that McGee will replace the production that Plumlee provided for them last year.
Hey, look, I'm a Plumlee fan. He's on the Detroit Pistons, and he is balling. So
don't work anything.
I mean, I get it. Yeah, I get it. But that's probably like my favorite signing because they're closer. They're trying to figure out a way to solidify their team because they're there. They're there.
I agree.
Yeah, and then Grant came from Denver too.
Yes, he did. Also, Detroit.
You're right. Detroit is some shit. But anyway, that's a little bias there from Jay. But anyway,
disrespect.
What do you mean the disrespect? Like y'all some shit for real.
So they did make a minor trade. They added veteran Corey Joseph, getting rid of DeLon Wright. So hey, gives them a veteran point guard to make up for, I guess, replacing Derrick Rose because they got rid of Derrick Rose. So now they got a vet as a backup point to give them some depth.
Yeah. It was a lot of things that happened this week. I mean, not this week, today. Absolutely crazy. But without a doubt, the highlight that stole the show is definitely Denver and definitely Bulls.
Yeah, the Denver thing.
That's crazy.
They had a lot of nice signings. Like you said, I like the Aaron Gordon thing. I actually didn't know he moved until you said something, to be honest, because I was so in shock that they got the dude from Orlando, the guard. I forgot dude's name, but the dunker. He was in the dunk contest and all that. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a solid dude, like a slasher. Obviously he's really athletic. They signed him, like you said, JaVale McGee, who's a presence down in the paint with the rebound and the shot blocking. Can't make a bucket for shit, you know what I mean? But I mean, he's a solid dude. He's gonna get rebounds. He's gonna be scrappy. He's gonna box.
They needed help on the second unit. Whenever Jokic out of the game, they have nothing underneath. They really needed help. So JaVale McGee will give them shot blocking, rebounding, defensive force in the back.
And he can shoot.
Yeah, rim protector. So that'll bring them some energy and spark that second unit.
Yeah.
And so that'll definitely help them.
Right, and Aaron Gordon was the dude I was talking about. What obviously athletic dude, used to be in a dunk contest. He's actually a pretty solid scorer.
Yeah, I know.
I watched him play. He can actually ball. Aaron Gordon's a nice piece. So you add Aaron Gordon, you add JaVale McGee, You know what I mean? And you add all these pieces to a already a nice squad that has chemistry and that was there in the Western Conference Finals last year. And they just didn't have enough firepower for, what they were trying to do. Jamal Murray had a nice, stint in the bubble, and then you had, the Joker and those dudes. But, adding those dudes, I think they really got a shot, especially with, LA, having the issues that they have with injuries right now, right? So LeBron being out with that ankle injury, and then AD and everything. I guess staying with the Lakers, man, I mean, looked like the Lakers really didn't do too much of anything. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, nothing. They were trying to get a point guard, but
they need one.
It just didn't work. I mean, they ended up.
Who are they trying to get?
The rumors were
they needed big body
Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
They were trying to get Lowry, but the price was too steep, and Lowry ended up staying in Toronto.
I saw that one too, man. I was sitting there looking like I was really going into the day thinking that the Lakers would probably pull off like a Kyle Lowry trade, maybe a trade involving like Schroeder and a few other backups.
They really could have used Lonzo Ball back.
I was thinking that too, but I mean, they're not going to get Lonzo Ball back.
Like
I wanted
Lonzo
on the Clippers. Lonzo on the Clippers. I think Lonzo's okay. I think Lonzo's always been overrated, but
he is overrated.
Clippers ended up with Rondo. What do you think about that?
I enjoy it. I like it. I mean, a lot of people don't because he's older and stuff like that. But it's like they're also saying that he doesn't score anything like that. But Rondo kind of has that veteran presence, and they needed a ball handler.
Yeah, Lemon Pepper Lou going back home to Atlanta.
Lemon Pepper Lou.
He ain't gonna stay in the club this time.
He ain't gonna stay in the club. No, that's exactly
all the
opposite.
wings
Back in
he
Atlanta,
was.
he's gonna stay in the clubs.
Lemon Pepper
And they're
Lou.
gonna know him. They're gonna create a flavor after him. They already know he coming back home.
No bullshit. Yeah, Lemon Pepper Lou going back home. But like I said, I like that trade. I think it makes sense for both teams, to be honest. I mean, with Rondo, like you said, Rondo coming in and being that presence, running the point. Before, I know that from while I was watching games, it looked like Paul PG was trying to handle the point and shit like that. But he just turns the ball over a lot, man. Like he's sloppy and shit. He's a dude that he's just a scorer. Like, just be a scorer. Like, you don't.
He's a two-way. You gotta get in respect. He's definitely a two-way.
He's a two-way.
They were hurt late game. Rondo will help them in late game situations.
Yes, he will.
Trying to get them set up and close out games.
Right.
Their offense does get stagnant. You're right.
That's what I was about to say. They do get stagnant, Jay. Like, you right. You hit the nail on the head with that one. Like, late in games, that's one reason I don't really fuck with the Clippers like that sometimes. But like now, like I'm alright with
damn money.
Yeah, like you said, lose my fucking money. I ain't fucking with y'all. Like, like if you lose my money, bro, like you suspect to me. You know what I mean? But like I said, I know they got a solid squad and they get it together. Right. But like you said, I like Rondo going in to the Clippers with Ty Lue. He loves his point guards.
He does.
Rondo setting him up. I can see him throwing the ball into the post to Kawhi and. Getting PG on a slash, and then they got some shooters. I like it. And
then other big one is Oladipo going to Miami.
Oh yes,
that sets them off.
Does it though?
They have a big three now with Jimmy Butler, Adebayo.
It's like a small
Oladipo.
three.
Is it? Because Victor hasn't. Yeah. I like Victor because he's from the area. Shout out to the DMV.
Oh yeah.
But he's been injured, and ever since he got injured, like he hasn't been the Pacers of Victor that we all want to see. Granted, it's fair to say he's been injured. Then when he gets injured, he gets traded. So I think this is kind of like his last step to be like relevant.
And the rumor is Aldridge is going to go to Miami too. Now that he's
I've been hearing that too, and I absolutely
Miami
like that as well.
Are the leaders in trying to get
but
him
and Bam
are going to be
clear. Like him and Bam will clog everything up.
So definitely that puts a wrap on the James Harden trade, ending up with Kelly Olynyk and Avery Bradley.
Oh gosh,
they fucking suck.
Wow.
Like Houston is trash. Like you know what I mean? I just think they just in disarray. They just scramble all over the place. Like players don't want to be there, you know, and all of that shit. And there's just so much stuff going on. Back to the Miami thing, I was going to chime in with the Victor Oladipo thing. I think that kind of sets them. It helps them a lot because they really didn't have, you know, another guy. They had Jimmy. And then, you know, especially like a ball handling type, you know what I mean? Like they got Dragic. I like Dragic. I fuck with Dragic. He's a nice dude.
And then they surround him with the shooters.
Yeah, surround him with the shooters. I mean, you got Tyler Hero. I mean, he came up big for him last year in the playoffs. And then you got Duncan Robinson. He's not really a ball handler, but he's a spot up 3-point shooter. He's a knockdown.
Duncan Robinson. Yep.
Yeah, and Robinson.
Adebayo cleaning up the inside. I mean, They got a squad. They're gonna make a run.
Right. Yeah, I think they'll make a run. I just don't think they'll be there at the end. I don't think they'll make it all the way. Obviously, because you got the Nets and shit. But I mean, I just think the Bucks and Nets will be there. But I think one of the free agency signings I was looking at is under the radar one. It's a solid one. Is JJ Redick going to the Mavs? I think that's
if he's healthy.
Yeah, if he's healthy, like you said, barring that, like I said, I love Luka. Like Luka's my guy. Like I think he's a dog. I think Jay, man, you was talking a while back. Or was it me and you? Or was it what I mean? My other homeboys was talking about Jason Tatum. Or we was on the same terms. I couldn't remember.
What, Jason Tatum being a dog or?
No, I'm saying like Jason Tatum and Luka being like equal, or even I thought you said like Jason Tatum was better.
Oh no. I said at that point in time, Luka was better than Jason Tatum.
Okay.
Mavs need shooting, so Redick's gonna help them.
Yeah,
like I said, but Redick is what 62.
Stop playing with my man. He a shooter though.
He fell out of favor. He wasn't playing it, and so now he'll go to Dallas, get some playing time, and hit those threes in transition, make a difference.
He was shooting horribly. That's why he got his ass sent down to the damn G League. Not the G League. G League got talent nowadays. I can't even use that as an excuse.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. I like it. If JJ can shoot, I absolutely love that for the Mavs.
Yeah, I think they just need a shooter.
And then Philly adding George Hill is a sneaky move, getting another point guard.
Yeah,
I like that. I think they need it more though. But that's like a bargain bin for Kyle Lowry, in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, because that. And with Kyle Lowry, because his salary was so high, they had to match salary. So for Philly to do that, they would have to trade 4 or 5 players to match that $29 million. It just wasn't feasible. And so that's why they ended up settling on George Hill. Not a bad settle.
That's not a bad settle.
A veteran guy.
Yeah, it's not a bad look. I agree.
They add more defense, but I like the signing. And I think, you know, once Ben Simmons goes to the bench, I mean, there's some drop off, but George Hill is one of those lengthy. He's a big point guard. He plays good defense. He's a good, you know, solid backup. I just wanted Philly to add another offensive weapon, man. I mean, I agree. I just wanted them to get like offense, like their defense. They put the straps on people. You feel me? Like I was watching the Bucks game a few nights ago. I can't remember. I think it was like either a Wednesday night. ESPN special when they was playing the Bucks without Embiid, and that game went down to the wire. And I mean, I saw Ben Simmons putting the complete straps on Giannis. I'm like, God, like I know Ben Simmons is a dog on defense, but damn, like Giannis couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
Ben guards.
He couldn't do shit, bro.
He guards 4 positions. I mean, he is. Yeah. That's his specialty that people sleep on. Everybody talks about his shooting, but he can defensively match up 4 different positions and really make a huge difference for Philly.
He will suffocate you, bro. Like Ben Simmons is he's probably the best defensive player I've ever seen play. And like I said, I'm a shade under 30. Like I've seen a lot of solid defenders, but he's
so I think Draymond would argue with that.
Man, Draymond talk that shit. He just all talk. Like he's a solid defender, but he ain't no Ben Simmons now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you can't say ever. I mean, when you think about
no, not ever. I'm just saying, like I've seen like in my
no,
lifetime.
Draymond said ever.
Oh, he did say that.
Yeah, he
just
said,
be
I'm
talking.
the best ever.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? He just be talking. Like Draymond, just like I respect dude. I like dudes like him. You hate to play against him because like he's not a dirty player, but he's gonna put that elbow on your back, and the ref's not gonna call. He gonna talk shit to you all damn game. You know what I mean?
You gotta love the guys who can defend multiple positions. I mean, if you remember KG. When he was up in Boston, he could take the small forward, the big forward. He can go down and play the 5 as well.
Right.
I mean, that guy gives you so much versatility, and Ben Simmons is doing that for Philly. And now it allows Embiid to kind of stay in the paint, be the dominating shot blocker underneath, and allows everybody else to rotate and cover up on defense. I mean, it makes a huge difference. And now under Doc Rivers, he has flourished. I mean, he's taken it to another level. And then with Embiid out, you can really see the defensive domination that Philly is taking. I mean, they've been impressive.
They really have. You know what I mean? I just wish they would add another score. I think the other piece was supposed to be Tobias Harris. Like Tobias Harris, man. I just don't know what's wrong with dude. Like, bro, get your big ass down on the block, you know, and fade over these little small small
Tobias is
forwards.
not big though.
No,
Tobias not big.
Yeah,
Tobias is a
like
small
6'10".
forward.
He's 6'10" though.
He's been playing well the last couple weeks since Embiid got hurt. Tobias has been aggressive. He's been scoring more. He's doing more than just shooting the 3. He goes down and posts up,
which is crazy because he's 6'8".
Yeah,
Tobias not big.
I thought he was bigger than that, but
no. He's 6'8".
He's a finesse player.
Yeah, from Tennessee. Knockdown shooter, good defender. Again, he's the type of guy who can defend small forwards. He can defend 2 guards. He can even help out defending point guards in a pinch. And so he's another one. You have him and Ben Simmons rotating.
Oh, shoot. I don't agree with that. Tobias getting smoked.
Well,
He going Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine is barbecue chicken.
I agree on that. He gonna smoke his ass. He gonna flambe his ass, bro.
Come on, do with the chef at. Weave. What are you talking about?
as long as he's limiting the damage, that's good enough.
Right, you right though. But like I said, Philly, they a solid squad, bro. Like I just want them to score more because I just think once playoffs start, like that Embiid's a dog. Like nobody can guard him in the NBA in the post one-on-one. I don't care who it is right now. But like they need I think they should have got somebody else, like an additional scoring guard. Like if they could have got like a what's the dude that used to play with the Clippers that got traded? Lou Williams. I think if they even brought in like bring in Big Lou. Like, well, not Big Lou, fucking Leonard Pepper Lou.
Not big at all.
No, but yeah, and Lou's got a tradable contract. He was only making he was making about $8 million. So for somebody at that level, they could have matched the contract up. They could have given up a Danny Green,
right?
And got.
I hate Danny Green, but I mean, it is what he is.
I used to like him, but
I hate how he runs, bro. I just really hate how he runs up and down the court.
Yeah, and he's a streaky shooter. He can go 1 for 10 real quick and just destroy a run for the team.
Right. Yeah, I mean it was a few solid moves around the association, man. I mean these guys right now are trying to position themselves for the playoffs, and teams that like Chicago that are outside of the playoffs trying to get in. I guess since we are a DMV based based podcast, I mean, how y'all feeling with the Wizards? You know, I mean, I don't even like the Wizards, but I like Bradley Beal. I fucks with Bradley. Bradley's a dog. But what do y'all think their additions at the trade deadline?
I like the trades. So they ended up getting 2 bigs from Chicago. So Wizards' issue was rim protection on defense and not having a skilled athletic big to cover the current bigs in the NBA right now. I mean, Wizards have Robin Lopez, who's just lumbering, big, and slow. and then they lost Thomas Bryant for the year.
Right.
They were having Wagner trying to play against people twice his size and getting lost and dominated on defense. Wizards
He was horrible on defense.
They couldn't rebound. They couldn't block shots. They couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So now getting a guy like Chandler Hutchinson from Chicago gives you a big body and gives you somebody who's going to rebound for you and is going to provide shooting. The other guy, Daniel Gafford, is an athletic big. Now, he won't give you too much on the offensive side except dunks on Russell Westbrook's pick and rolls, but he will definitely rebound. He will definitely shot block, and then he will rim run back and forth to get those easy buckets running with Brad and with Russell Westbrook. I mean, we saw that firsthand. He dominated. He scored 18 points against the Wizards a couple weeks ago.
He did.
Dominating Mo Wagner, crushing him.
You right. I remember that game too because I was sitting there watching. I'm like, I don't even watch, the Wizards like that. I turn them on because they're a local team. But I was like, who was this dude like cooking them? Like he was cooking him. I'm like,
that was the moment the Wizards said, "Let's get that guy."
Yeah, we got to go get this guy. You know what I mean? He can't be part of the the problem no more. He got to be part of the solution.
And then Chicago flipped Wagner to the Celtics, and then they got Daniel Tice.
Yeah, he's trash.
As a big body.
Yeah, Mo Wagner. He's just a horrible deep. He plays horrible. He just gets lost and everything. But as far as the Wizards and those guys from the Bulls, I mean, I like the signing mostly just because the fact that their defense, and especially their post defense and their rebounding, has been horrible. And it's just been horrible. You know what I mean? Like Thomas Bryant was okay. He was a lot more athletic than Robin Lopez.
Scrub.
Bro, he was all he had though. I know he's a scrub. I know he's not.
I'm saying that for some people that listen. Some people actually thought he was good.
Oh,
he's a scrub.
That's a little. Oh, okay.
Fake scrub.
Yeah,
he could do all these things better. You're trash.
Bro,
His name is Thomas Bryant.
Bro, I need names of who these dudes that you talk about that thought Thomas Bryant was out there balling, because dude is big trash. I was just trying to hype him up a little bit because we is a DMV based podcast.
Remember the first game of the season? I think Embiid went for 34 and 20.
Oh yeah.
My God,
man.
That's
I'm
a
not
big
gonna say no names.
I kept thinking this is going to be a long season. That was game number 1.
Yeah, man. I mean,
he tried to win the MVP award on the first night.
He did though. Like if he's an absolute animal, I hope he comes back. You know what I mean? He's ready to play because I like Philly. I like what they were doing down there. But
before we get off this topic,
what's up?
I just want to let you know that I am the key to the curse.
What you mean?
I leave Washington. Washington does well. I go to Houston. Now
Oh shit, you might be, bro. Because I mean, like I said, that's what I was heading to next. I mean, we got to transition to NFL, man. I mean, so with NFL, I think we just want to chat a little bit about some free agent additions. But you might be, bro. I mean, and the little backstory on Jay is, I mean, he's still. Well, matter of fact, Jay, go ahead and explain yourself about the whole little Washington and all of that stuff. Go ahead.
All right, so for the ones that don't know, I've grown up and been growing to be a Washington football fan. Still have a love for the team, but I made a conscious decision to go with the Raiders. I still love my Washington football team. I don't care what nobody say. But at that point it was too unbearable because you can't escape management for the team. So I decided to not have Washington as my primary team. Still like them. Right. Still love them.
They second.
And as soon as I do that and I had to move for work to Houston, they start to become a good or solid team.
In all facets too. Front office, everything.
Facets, right, they did a whole reorg, bro.
Crazy. They said, "Oh, Jay gone. Hey, let's go ahead and run this up." So, that being said, I stay away from Washington football team is because I love them,
right?
And I love the fans. I'm taking the sacrifice.
I feel you, bro. Like I said, so yeah. So in so many words, I mean, Washington is just secondary team. You still got love for them, but like you said, you taking one for the team. You know what I mean? And I can respect that. Like you said, you love your team. You got to do its best sometimes. But as for me, I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm hanging in there. I'm a Bucks fan for life. You saw what happened. We beat ass. Tom Brady, baby. But anyway, so this is
Hey, look, you're rewarded. You are rewarded.
Yeah, I was rewarded, bro. So this is a NFC East based podcast today. So we're gonna talk a little bit Washington. So some of their free agency, I like a lot of what they did, man. I mean, William Jackson, Curtis Samuel, Ronald Darby left actually. Fitzpatrick, the signing, and then it looks like they signed what was it, Lamar Miller? I didn't even know.
Yeah, the running back. They signed him from Houston.
Yeah, I didn't even know they brought him in. That's a solid signing. Adding a veteran running back. Tyler Larson and Adam Humphries and, a few of those guys. But what are you guys feeling about Washington, how they did in free agency?
I think that they're pretty dang good. Samuels was the best trade. Williams absolutely great. I think they made the biggest jump in the NFC East. Separate themselves. Ryan Fitzpatrick could be.
So the key, William Jackson will help their defense tremendously. William Jackson, another corner, a veteran, is an upgrade from Ronald Darby, who was there last year. Curtis Samuel definitely will add speed. He's a dynamic, wide open receiver, runs every route in the route tree, decent catch radius. He could help on special teams, returning kicks, punts if that's needed. He is definitely a dynamic addition to that offense. And then Fitzpatrick brings you a veteran presence at quarterback. So that is a solid foundation. And remember also they franchised the guard Brendan Sheriff. So that's all pro.
Solid.
Yeah, all pro guard. And so you've got the protection, which is going to be key for Fitzpatrick because his mobility is limited.
Yeah.
They will definitely be able to run the ball. They have dynamic receivers. They have good tight ends. They will be a problem. And then with that defense, that front four of all first-round picks are going to be hunting.
Man, that's a hell of a stat. Like you said, hey, I didn't even know that. You right, bro. They all first-round picks with Sweat, Chase Young, and
the Alabama boys.
Yeah, the Alabama boys. Payne and Allen and all them dudes. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous what they doing on that defensive line. If you got that defensive line, they're gonna keep you in games, and they were in games all year long. I like these new additions on the offensive side. Curtis Samuel is a speedster. Got good hands.
Right.
He was just, he was handicapped because he was playing down there in Carolina. People couldn't see him. Like who watching Carolina games? You feel me?
Right. He said, "Who watching Carolina?"
Like who? Like, bro. The only reason I watch them because we got to play they sorry asses because they in a division. So I know what they about. Like Teddy Bridgewater got a weak ass arm. You know what I mean? Like,
talk your shit.
Yeah, he ain't gonna sling that shit. Like Fitzpatrick is a solid dude. I like the signing with him, and I didn't even know they had Lamar Miller. You know what I mean? Until just earlier today.
And then Adam Humphries is a solid slot receiver from Tennessee. So
right.
he's gonna be another addition. I remember I heard a coach once say when you put your receiving crew together. This is the old Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver coach who had been there for 30 years. He said he thinks of it like a basketball team. He wants a point guard, a shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and the center is a tight end. So when he puts his 5 wideout together for that offense, he thinks of it like a basketball team. And so they're all different. So you'll have your point guard, and then you'll have your shooting guard who's more shifty, and then you have your small forward who will run the slants and the inside routes, and then you have your size who have big catch radiuses. So if you can have diverse and dynamic receivers, it gives a quarterback a wide range of options. And so Washington has made some moves. They are a stable organization for once. Whoever thought you'd ever say that about Washington?
Right, they're one of the most
my
sporadic.
Sacrifice.
Yeah,
I need hey, the Cash App is Money Masters. My name on Cash App is Aaron Jones.
Oh shit!
Please do not hesitate to send it.
Man, ain't nobody sending you no damn money, boy. What you talking about? You ain't nobody sending you no damn money, bro. Like really. But anyway, bro. Like you said, I get you. You trying to take one for the team. You know, I smell you. You know what I mean? But Washington, they doing their thing now. They got a solid squad, trying to put things together. I mean, I guess how you guys feeling about their draft? You know, who you think Washington is looking at drafting?
Washington, they are open. So they have a need for depth on the offensive line because with Sheriff on the tag, that they need to sign him to a long-term deal. And if that doesn't happen, they need to have a backup plan in that regard. Definitely, I would think quarterback because Fitzpatrick is getting up in age.
Yeah.
And so Heineke, I mean, they hit lightning in a bottle with Heineke, but I don't think he's the long. Although he got himself a new contract. He got himself a 2-year deal. And so definitely that is solid. But I think, quarterback is a big need for them.
Right. I think with Washington, I think in the draft, I see a lot of, these mock drafts, whether it be Mel Kiper, Todd McShay, these guys, they linking Washington to the quarterback, was it out of Alabama? Was it Mac Jones or whatever?
Yeah.
I think he's solid. I mean, a lot of people saying like they feel like Alabama quarterbacks, the whole thing with them playing with a ton of talent and then they get to the NFL and then they just thing. Yeah, I mean it's a real thing. But I think
if you think about it, their offensive line are all pros. Running back is a pro. All the receivers are pros. Everybody else around him is a pro. So he's definitely going to look good. I mean, he's always under a good pocket. Receivers are always wide open, so he doesn't have to throw into tight windows. He has Nick Saban, so he has a leg up on the game plans in comparison to the other coaches he's playing against. So the advantage for the Alabama quarterbacks in college is great. And when they come to the pros, you do not have that coaching advantage. You do not have that offensive line advantage. You do not have the receivers being 5 yards open, getting 5 yards of separation for the DBs all the time.
Right.
So you've got to fit that ball in a tight window.
Yeah.
And that's why I still have hope for Tua, because Tua, the one thing that he's good at is his accuracy.
Yep.
So he can fit that ball in tight windows.
Yep.
And so, unlike all the other Alabama quarterbacks, he's the one who, that's the key. So I wouldn't give up on him yet. Because
I wouldn't give up on him either. Tight window, like I said, he does have a strong arm, but he does definitely have accuracy going for him. I think Washington takes the offensive tackle out of Virginia Tech. I'm going to go ahead and go with Mel Kiper on this. It makes sense. They definitely need depth on the O-line. They signed a lot of good people. Washington coach is absolutely great at offensive line. I forgot the coach name, but he was actually really good, at least when I was there, if he's still along with the team.
Mm-hmm.
I think they do that and build up their line. There's not a lot of quarterbacks within their draft range they'll be able to get.
Yeah, so Christian Darrisaw is the guy from
Christian. Yes, that's correct.
From Virginia Tech, really solid,
yes.
Big dude,
huge,
what is he, like 6'6", 320 pounds, close to that.
He got great feet
that's a big guy.
Yeah,
that's a big guy. He like to eat.
Yeah, he like to eat.
So yeah. I think that'd be Washington's best bet, honestly, in my opinion.
And then he's a local guy too, to the DC area. So
whoa, you come on, man. You know I was talking about the locals, so I'm gonna go with the locals. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think Washington, they put a good ball club together. I think in my opinion, like you said, I think they just need to put one of these guys in the pocket. I just honestly think they need to take a quarterback at some point, because Fitzpatrick ain't gonna go forever. Maybe not in the first round. Maybe the first round pick is, like you said, that tackle out of
V-Tech.
V-Tech, or even I see a lot of people linking them to the linebacker out of Tulsa. Was it Collins or something?
Zach?
Yeah.
Zach Collins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
He is a monster. Yeah.
Too.
I mean,
Zach Collins actually, that's my dark horse.
Yeah. I mean, he's a solid player, and they need linebacker help. And you know how Ron Rivera, when he was in Carolina, he had the luxury of playing with the great Luke Kuechly, like the late well, not late, but he's gone. He's not playing in the NFL no more. But Luke was absolute dog.
Retired,
Yeah.
not deceased, retired.
Right.
With the delay, I'm like, whoa, what happened? Did I miss?
No, I was just saying that was my boy, bro. Like I used to love him.
Yeah,
like,
he was tough.
He was a ball, you know what I mean? But I think they take him or a quarterback. But moving on, I guess let's talk a little bit about the Giants. I mean, the Giants, they trying to really do something. I mean, out here in the NY, man. I mean, they trying to. Looks like they signed a few guys from free agency. Obviously, they signed Leonard Williams back, and then they added some great pieces in Kenny Galladay, who's a true number one receiver, to add with Adoree Jackson and a few others, solid pickups. But I guess how you guys feeling about the Giants free agency, how they did so far?
So Galladay is huge for them. Again, gives them another dimension as a receiver to help Daniel Jones. I mean, they have Sterling Shepard, more of a slot, small, shifty guy.
Yeah.
So Galladay will give him a downfield threat, big 6'4" frame. So that'll definitely help them.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I think Galladay really helps them out a lot because last year they were just meddling around. I think they had Golden Tate. Golden Tate was a little old. And then now you got Galladay, like you said, a big, wide, not wide, but just a big target. You know what I mean?
Tall, yeah.
Yeah,
and
tall.
They added Kyle Rudolph too. So Rudolph's about a 6'4" tight end.
Yeah.
And so definitely helping Daniel Jones with his inaccuracy, but providing him bigger targets to throw to.
Yeah.
They're like, throw it somewhere in the radius, they'll catch it.
Right. Like you said, with those big targets, like you said, with help, just trying to help out Daniel Jones, you know what I mean? Golden Tate's a small dude, and then I think they got, was it Darius, was it Slayton or something?
Slayton. He's decent.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah, he's a deep threat. I mean, he's just not a number one. He's just not ready yet. You know what I mean? Like Kenny Galladay, he's a great Madden player. Like Slayton, like you know what I mean? He's
great Madden player.
That's about it.
Like that.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as like an actual real life, like this is real life, bro. Like Kenny Galladay is a monster. Darius Slayton, you're not. You gotta work on your game. But yeah, man. I like Adoree Jackson to add to the secondary along with you already had James Bradbury, who's a nice. He really came onto his own this season.
Yeah, he did. Bradbury is nice. I'll give him that.
Right.
Man, I'm not worried about it.
You ain't worried about it? What do you mean you're not worried about it, bro?
I wasn't worried about it.
Oh,
you be worried about it.
You're not worried about it.
If I'm in Washington, I'm not worried about it. Ryan Fitzmagic come in there with the shades.
Oh shit.
And the halves with the white tee not giving a fuck.
All right, hey, bro, you better worry about because they spanked their ass 2 times last year. What are you talking about, bro?
It's all right. Guess what? They were sitting there. They
got dog last year. What are you talking about?
Hey, look, man. All I'm gonna say is both of my teams got dog. But let me go ahead and defend Washington football team with this. All right. I'm gonna put it like this.
All right.
Guess who was playing against the greatest quarterback of all time?
Who's
right?
that?
Was it Washington? Playing against Tom Brady?
And what happened?
It wasn't the Giants, but it wasn't the Giants.
Okay.
So sit their asses back at home. Who worried about them?
Thanks to Philly taking that last game.
Oh yeah, you're like there you go, bro. Like Z throwing out facts, bro. They took that L on purpose last year. Otherwise, y'all wouldn't have been there, bro. So you better count your blessings because y'all got y'all.
I don't want to hear that. You put them in the dirt.
Yeah, they stomped your necks twice last year, bro. I'm not even a Giants fan, but I'm gonna stand up for my New York fam. Like NY, stand up, bro.
Literally benched Jalen Hurts in the third quarter because they wanted to lose.
We ain't worried about the midgets over there in New York. They're talking about the Giants. As far as those birds, look, I don't care about none of that. All right, you know what they were trying to do? They were trying to sell off. What was it? What was the quarterback they had? Was it
Carson Wentz?
Carson Wentz.
Oh,
yeah,
the trash can.
They were trying to audition for Carson Wentz. So no, they didn't want to lose that on purpose. They had to audition for Carson Wentz. That's just really what it is. Jalen, I bang with Jalen. That's my dog.
Right.
No, they played the third guy. They took Jalen out and played a guy who's the third quarterback who used to be with Washington.
Right.
Oh, that's just disrespectful. That's just disrespectful.
Yeah,
Oh
literally.
my lord!
Right after Jalen went down and scored, they benched him. Nah, you playing too good. We
I
need to
do
put the other
remember
guy.
that. I do remember that. I was like, oh man, what happened? There's a whole controversy behind that. Now it's coming back to me.
Yeah,
Right.
so if you
Nah,
think
come
about
back
that,
to
so
me.
the Eagles just signed Joe Flacco.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it's the backup.
Look, man. But at the end of the day, guess what? The ass was sitting at home too. It don't matter.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
don't matter.
but bro, like I said, I mean, y'all did take 2 L's last year. You know what I mean? Y'all got to get on their level. Y'all made playoffs. You know what I mean? But I mean, they did stomp on your neck twice. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. But as far as go ahead.
It's all right. It's all good. I ain't gonna go back and forth. Just know who made it further. You know what I'm saying? That's just really it.
Boy.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
I
Watch
hear
the
you.
football team. Y'all made it further.
And then when you look at Dallas, didn't really do too much other than Dak.
What do you mean?
Who is who?
Because Dallas, I mean, all they really got, so they signed Keanu Neal from the Falcons, the safety, who's decent.
Yeah.
But other than Dak, I mean, they gave some decent money to Jordan Lewis, their corner.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everything is fringe moves for Dallas right now. So they're gonna move to the draft. Dak took all the money.
Yeah, he did take all that money.
They took all
He
the
did.
money.
I mean,
He stuck him up. So y'all want me to wait? Say no more.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dallas. You know what I mean? They just their defense is just really suspect, right? I mean, I think their offense is going to be formidable with the big ass offensive line. Everybody come back healthy. I mean, you know, Zeke hopefully fixes that fumbling problem. I mean, dude was getting smacked last year. He was really getting
And they was
smacked.
popping them.
They was straight smacking. Cause I'm sitting there like, bruh, like what? You supposed to be Zeke Elliott? You looking like shit. You know what I mean? But
I was telling my man he was getting smacked.
Yeah, he was
overrated.
Yeah. Oh, you think he's overrated?
Look, I'm gonna put it like this. The reason why I say it's overrated because there's people like this, like Christian. What's it? Christian from
Christian McCaffrey.
I don't know. McCaffrey.
From
I was
Panthers.
having an argument. Yeah, I was having an argument with him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Zeke is way better than him." I'm like, "You're tripping. You're tripping.
Yeah.
You're tripping." McCaffrey has probably a worse line, has a worse QB. Like I don't get it.
Philly needs to add weapons to help out
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts. I mean, if they
Yeah.
if they can
They need
get
a
Kyle
receiver.
Pitts, the tight end from Florida, or one of the Alabama receivers.
Alabama receivers. You forget about LSU.
Oh yeah, Jamar Chase and them.
Jamar
dudes.
Chase is nice.
Hey, LSU baby.
Kyle
don't
Pitts
you
is going to
forget
be
Man, you be having them
incredible.
biases, bro. What do you mean? You just
Hey, Chase is
LSU
nice,
baby,
bro. Chase is
Washington.
nice.
He is nice, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He is nice. I just think, like you said, Eagles. I don't know if they draft somebody or get somebody in free agency. They just need a fucking receiver, bro. Like these past few years.
Or tight end. If they can get Kyle Pitts from Florida, 6'4" tight end who runs like.
Where
a
did they
4.4.
pick though? Where did they pick?
I heard.
Where's
They
the
are-
free?
Nice.
I think they're sixth.
Yeah.
Eagles pick sixth.
Yeah, if
Not bad.
if they pick 6, I think they can grab a solid offensive weapon. I think they need, like you said, a Kyle Pitts or some type of firepower at receiver. They might not take receiver in the first round because they just
They shouldn't. They don't know how.
yeah they took
every year.
bro. They took what J.J. Arcega-Whiteside like out of Stanford. Then he didn't pan out. Then you got Rager. They took the wrong receiver. Like
Yeah.
I think why did they even take Rager over? I forgot who they passed up, but I know it was hella receivers, like nice receivers.
Rager,
that
I
they
don't think
passed
was
up.
a super bad pick though. I think
He was a first round pick. Chase Claypool went in the second.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. No, I definitely had Chase Claypool over him for sure. But
And then who was the guy who went to Minnesota? Jefferson?
Yeah, Justin Jefferson.
wait, they did draft him
Bruh,
over.
that's what I'm
They gonna
saying.
Stop disrespect.
That's what I'm saying. That, bro, they don't know how to draft receivers. Like anytime you draft J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, you know what I mean? I don't even like dude name. His name ugly as fuck for real. You know what I mean? And then then you bring in, like you said, Rager. I mean, he's just a speedster. And then I just don't think they, like you said, they just can't draft receivers. They're better off drafting, like you said, a safe, sure bet like a Kyle Pitts if they can get him in the first. And then just going from there, you know, but we'll see. I mean, I think Dallas needs defense. Dallas needs defense bad. They might take a corner. I think they're linking them a lot from they're linking them to that guy from Alabama, the corner.
Yeah.
Yes, was it Sertan?
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah. Well, if he falls to them, right? Because they're picking kind of high. I think Dallas, not really, really high, but they got a late pick. So hopefully he falls to Dallas. You know, Cowboys fans should be praying for him. They need secondary help.
He didn't say that. He said praying for him.
Yeah.
Get on your knees.
Pretty much.
Get on your knees. You're garbage.
Oh, shit.
We don't like Dallas over here.
Bro, that's just you. I'm not a Dallas fan, but I ain't a Dallas hater either. You feel me?
Hey, look. Why the America's team?
You tell me.
Because the Steelers refused.
It's
a true story. 1976, NFL Films. It was 78. Steelers had won 3 Super Bowls, going for the 4th in 79. NFL Films went to Art Rooney, the Steeler owner, and said, we want to do the highlight film and we want to call them America's team. And Art Rooney looked at Steve Sable and said, we are not America's team. We are the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we belong to Pittsburgh. Second choice, who did the Steelers beat in the Super Bowl, was Dallas. He went to Dallas, and Dallas said, yes, we will do our highlight film. We are America's team. And that's the story of how that came about, which is...
It's crazy.
And then from that time on, they've been America's team.
There's a little history lesson for your ass, boy. But they still America's team. You know what I mean? You still can't take that title. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, they still America's team. I don't know. That's what they call them, bro. That's what they call them.
They know how to market.
Yeah, that's about it.
But the true America's team are the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just look at the crowds at any road game, and you see the terrible towels everywhere.
Here we go.
I can't fake. I mean, yeah, you're right.
Honestly, if you think about when they went to LA to play the Chargers, the crowd is 95% Pittsburgh fans in LA Stadium.
Yeah, their fan base is trash though too. The Chargers.
Yeah, I'm about to say their fan base is trash. I'm not gonna even hold you.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't expect that. Don't come to Pittsburgh, go play Raiders in Las Vegas and expect nothing but Raiders.
Nah, it'll happen
be the same.
in Vegas too.
It'll happen, bro.
Yeah.
This ain't Oakland anymore. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't the Oakland Raiders. If it was Oakland, that's different.
You're right.
Do you remember the Super Bowl in Detroit versus Seattle?
Oh yeah,
was virtually a home game.
Yeah,
because of Detroit.
I mean,
I'm the only person that likes Detroit.
Nah,
out of everyone I know. Besides one individual, like, people don't like Detroit.
Yeah, too cold out there.
He said it's too cold out there. I'm not worried about the cold.
You ain't worried about the cold.
At least your worry is going to Detroit.
Oh shit! But shit, that wraps up NFL, man. I mean, let's move on. Let's close out the show, fellas. I mean, how do we do last week on our picks? I know one bet that we all talked about was fading Houston. I think we failed our listeners on that one. Like, I think they actually won.
They won one game, so losing streak ended at 20, but they won one and went right back to the losing ways. Lost to Charlotte by, I think it was by 25 to the Charlotte Hornets without LaMelo Ball. Blew them out.
Yeah.
So the fade Houston is still in effect.
Yeah, it's still in effect. You know what I mean? Like,
do not let it fool you.
Yeah, it's just one game. It happens. You know what I mean?
Now the new one to watch is going to be Orlando, because Orlando basically traded their whole team. So that's the next one to watch.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that spread looking later on this week. Or later on, they're gonna play Portland soon. That's looking like 11.5 in Portland's favor. So,
and then
that's a large.
Something unique and different is a trend that I have been following. If anybody pays attention to hockey, there is this team, the Buffalo Sabres, who have lost 24 games in a row, and they've always lost by more than 2 goals. And so they have a thing called the puck line, where you bet them to lose by 2 goals. The puck line has hit 18 games in a row, no matter who they play.
Wow, bro! Why didn't you tell me this before we got on the show? I don't watch hockey, but I'll bet that 18 games in a row.
The last 3 games they lost 5-0, 4-0, 6-0. When they played Washington, Washington beat them 9-0.
Good God!
Wow.
So it's a beautiful trend. You don't even need to know about nothing. Just look for Buffalo, no matter who they're playing, and fade them.
Wow.
Tonight, 3 of their coaches got COVID, and their general manager had to coach the team tonight, and they lost 4-0.
Like, at least it's not 9, guys.
Right. No doubt, bro. Like, hey, Zay, get with me after the show, bro. We're gonna talk about that. I don't watch a lot of hockey, but bro, if you
cash is cash.
Yeah, 18. He said 18 games in a row. You know what I mean?
I think it's 12 of them by the puck line, so 12 of them by more than 2 goals. And so you'll get good plus money on the odds on the puck line. Like, so tonight they played Pittsburgh. The money line was minus 170, but if you bet the puck line, you get plus 110, and they lost 4-0. So they lost by more than 1.5 goals. So the puck line cashed.
Right. Whew. I mean, we'll see. I mean, moving on. I think a few bets that I like, man. I'm looking at here on actually tomorrow night. I'm looking at Phoenix. Phoenix playing the Raptors. Looks like the money line is not too bad, so I think I might mess around with the money line. The spread's not even high, from what I understand right now. I think like it's minus 4.5. So I'm looking at that.
And then tomorrow, or even this week, with the trades happening, the new players coming in are going to be sitting out the first game.
Yeah.
So pay attention to that. There could be some good advantage spots.
Right.
Definitely could be. So.
Yeah. I mean, I like that. Yeah. And then I think I'm gonna ride the Bucks. I know last week I threw in the Bucks. I think they were playing Boston and it cashed. So if you had money on that Bucks game when they played the Celtics and they spanked them, well, actually they were spanking them and they came back. They actually won by 2 points. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm about to say, looking at 119 to 121.
Right. So yeah, they did come back.
Daniel Tice got traded because he missed that last shot to win the game.
I know, and I love him for it too because. Like I said, I had the Bucks money line. I think I told everybody last time on the show, I'm a big money line guy. You know what I mean? So I don't mess with spreads. I've lost, like I said on the last show, I don't fuck with spreads because I lose money, and when you lose money, it's not good. It's never good. So I'm a ride with the Bucks again. You know, over the Celtics tomorrow night, Friday night, March 26th, 7:30 on ESPN. You know, the money line is minus 235. I can see myself parlaying the Bucks and the Suns to get, you know, probably over even money. I like that. What are y'all guys liking?
So you want to go ahead and go with that one?
Well, NBA. So I am still on my Rockets fade. Mm-hmm. And then I will also be looking at fading Orlando. And so as I look to this weekend's games, well, Friday, the Trailblazers are playing the Magic. Definitely that one is in the air. And then we go to Sunday, and we'll go Saturday. Let's see. Man, Houston's got some time off. When is the next?
You looking for those Houston fades?
Houston is playing Saturday, Timberwolves, 7 p.m.
That game don't count because they're both horrible. Yeah, Look at under maybe.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, or stay away. Another thing I do is when it's two teams that are struggling, I won't touch it because you never know what could happen in that type of game.
Yeah, don't bet on bad teams, fellas. Don't bet on bad teams. Don't waste your money.
I do.
Yeah. See, look, there you go.
Yeah, but definitely looking forward to next Monday. Rockets are playing the Grizzlies, so Ja Morant gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
so definitely keep an eye. So yeah, so my NBA wise bets definitely looking at fading Rockets, fading Orlando, and then I'm gonna watch the first 2 games with Chicago with all their new players, and then after a couple games, see how it goes.
Yep,
that might be a sneaky team to jump on because they made a lot of pieces. They've added a lot of pieces that look like could help them a lot. Mm-hmm. But definitely watch the first couple games just to see how the chemistry is and then jump in.
I agree.
Solid stuff.
I agree.
Jay, what you looking at?
All right. So it's Thursday going into Friday. I'm going to like to take a look at Denver Nuggets versus Pelicans.
Solid game.
Yeah, I like the Denver Nuggets close to 2. I like them edging out and winning. That may be something I may look at. I'm not really too confident in. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably like a 5, like where I split down the middle. I wish Drummond would come back, but I like Knicks keeping it close with Bucks. That's Saturday, March 27th. I absolutely like that. That's probably a good one of mine, one of my favorite. And Memphis versus Utah, I like that as a high. Actually, you know what? I like that as a high scoring game.
Right.
I may play a little over
like
on
the
that
over
if you
on
guys
that.
looking at over it. I like the over on that. Numbers haven't been released yet, but it should be pretty solid.
That. Few solid picks, man. I mean, like you said.
And then Sweet 16 this weekend, so definitely.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking at as well, but not too heavy.
Nice.
Baylor, Gonzaga are still in there.
Oh, run them while you can.
Definitely. Baylor, Gonzaga. Baylor plays Villanova on Saturday. Definitely, I thought Baylor's going to run through them. Without Colin Gillespie, the point guard for Villanova, they will struggle. Baylor they go 4 deep in guards.
Yeah, they're gonna run you. They're gonna run you down, really dry.
That's definitely a bet game. Baylor over Villanova.
Yeah.
And then with Gonzaga, they play Creighton. I'm not sold on Creighton either. So
Nah, I'm not either.
Yeah, me either.
I think we all agree on that.
A fun game is going to be Florida State against Michigan. That will be a fun game on Sunday. So, because Juwan Howard has put Michigan together. I mean, I thought without Livers, with his injury, I thought they may give him problems. They looked strong.
Right.
So, and Florida State is going to play that defense. They got Scotty at the point guard, who's really freshman, but he's strong. That's going to be a great game to watch. Just from a visual watching enjoyment type of game, Florida State Michigan is going to be a great game.
No doubt, man. All right, fellas. I mean, great, solid show. As always, check us out. We're on all major platforms, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google. Make sure you're leaving the 5-star ratings, the reviews.
Don't forget Spotify.
Yep, Spotify. All over the place, man. We support. We appreciate the support. For your host, like I said, Rome as always. Big Z, Jay. We out.
Until next time.
All right, later.